Yo, yo, yo. Peace and blessings is real. I hope you sincere brothers and sisters, man, is edified by this word. And we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, for allowing this word to come out, man. This is going to be a quick word, brothers and sisters. It's the first day of the week, which is Sunday. It's a beautiful day, man. Downtown is just so peaceful. It's just a beautiful thing. And what I want to do, man, what I want to talk about in this word is the consciousness of our mental and physical health. That's definitely something that we need to be conscious of. And yesterday in our church session, I kind of spoke on it a little bit, but I didn't really go into detail. So what I want to do, man, is try to touch on this a little more. And I hope, you sincere brothers and sisters out there is edified by this word, honestly, man. If you're a 40-year-old plus black man, black woman, you really need to be more conscious of your mental and your physical health. What I want you to think about in this word, brothers and sisters, is we're gonna speak about eyes, ears, brain, body, which is a completeness of your mental and physical health. Eyes, ears, brain, body. When it comes to the eyes, okay, people ain't gonna be able to see that mentally they in trouble, physically they in trouble. They're not gonna be able to see. Why? Because they are blindfolded. There's a veil over their eyes, and they blindfolded. So they're never gonna be able to see that there's an engine light on their mental and physical health. And then when it comes to ears, they can't even hear even when someone tells them that there's an engine light on their mental and physical health. Why? Because they're walking around with their ears plugged. They're walking around with their hearing aid malfunctioning. Then when it comes to the brain, they're not going to be able to process what you're saying because they have a dead on the arrival sign on their brain. There's a yellow tape sign on their brain. And then when it comes to the body, we are self-destructing our body with poor eating habits and no exercising. So you see the four components, the eyes, the ears, the brain, the body, is all malfunction at the same time. So how are you going to be conscious of your mental and physical when you got that going on? When it comes to the brain, a lot of y'all is walking around with over 1 million miles on your brain. The mileage on your brain is over 1 million miles. That means you are mentally tapped out. You are already mentally checked out, dude. Let me say that again. There's some of us walking around in this world with over 1 million miles on your brain. If our brains was a gas tank, a lot of people out here, brain gas tank is on empty. Now process what I just said, y'all. I said two things when it comes to the brain. What did I say? I said, number one, a lot of people are walking around with over 1 million miles on their brain. And not only that, you got people out here, brain gas tank on empty. So how can they function mentally? They can't. And that's why when you look around the world, you see all this crazy shit happening. That's because people have a mental glitch, and it's an overload of mental glitches that's happening out here, man. People are out here mentally flatlining, aka crashing on their way to self-destruction. And here's a news flash in case you ain't heard. There's a new killer on the block by the name of mental disease. A lot of us are suffering from mental disease. But the only way you're going to be able to observe everything I've said thus far, you're going to have spiritual eyes to see this madness that's going on. Unreal, man. Unreal. Unreal. When it comes to the eyes, okay? We can't even see the fact that you can't even see that engine sign on your mental physical health. You can't see the warning sign on your mental physical health because your eyes have failed you. There's a veil over your eyes. You have been blindfolded. Let me put it to you this way. Everybody know who Stevie Wonder is, one of the greatest singers of all time. One of my top 3 greatest singers of all time, behind Marvin Gaye and Michael Jackson. Number 1, Marvin Gaye. Number 2, Michael Jackson. Number 3, Stevie Wonder. My top 3 greatest singers of all time. Luther Vandross, number 4. Top 4 singers of all time. But what am I saying? When you hear Stevie Wonder, it's 2 things usually come to mind. Great singer, or he's blind. So let's go with the latter. He's blind, right? So, speaking of those that got eyes that can't see, I'm gonna give you a beautiful example of this. You order an Uber driver. You order an Uber, and your Uber driver shows up, and guess who it is? It's Stevie Wonder. And guess what's gonna happen? People that got eyes that can't see, they're gonna be on their phone talking, waiting on their Uber driver. They realize it's Stevie Wonder. He's gonna open it. They're gonna get in the car and tell Stevie Wonder, hey, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you. You know, I'm going to so and so, so and so, and they'll commit to talking on their phone as if they don't even realize who their Uber driver is. A person under their normal mind, a person with their normal eyes and brain function, know right away if that Uber driver pull up and it's Stevie Wonder, something is fucking going on here. What am I saying? You're not going to get in that car and trust Stevie Wonder to drive you to your destination because you know he's blind. But when you're not even conscious of your mental, physical health, and when you don't even have spiritual eyes to even observe this, you're gonna get right in that car and trust Stevie Wonder to take you exactly where you need to go. And that's symbolic to what's happening to people out here now. People are out here with their Versace shades, with their Cartiers, with their expensive shades on, with a handicap sign right on the lens. And they don't even know it. You out here thinking you looking fly. Dude, you got a handicap sign on them damn glasses you got on. Because you blind. And people need to know you blind. So they know how to deal with you. This is what we're dealing with, brothers and sisters. And then when it comes to the ears, they can't hear because their ears unplugged. Their hearing aid has malfunctioned. So when you're not conscious of your mental, physical health, you ain't going to be able to hear what I'm saying to you right now. And then when it comes to the brain, your thought process box, your thought process vehicle, you ain't going to be able to do that. Why? Because your brain has a dead on arrival sign, a DOA, a dead on arrival sign on your brain. There's yellow tape on your brain, just like the yellow tape you see on a murder scene, that's on your brain. So see, you ain't gonna be able to process none of this. And then when it comes to our bodies, man, What are we doing? We self-destructing our body with poor eating habits and no exercising. And when you put that all up, if you stir up everything I just said to you and put it in a pot and stir it up, and you serve that to the people, what you have, a world full of zombies masquerading in this world, man. Y'all don't even understand what I'm saying to y'all. I'm preaching to y'all today. We ain't having church, we having church. We ain't having church today, we having church. Church. And I'm preaching to y'all today, man. Because I'm tired of effing around with y'all, man. And 2 Corinthians 3 and 14, the main thing I want you to get out of 2 Corinthians 3 and 14 is that our minds are blinded. And you see it all over the world. In all walks of life, the minds are blinded, especially the Israelites. And in Matthew 13 and 15, there's 4 things I want us to take heed of. Number 1, our hearts has waxed gross. Just look out here. You can't help but see it. 2, our ears are dull of hearing.